Okay, welcome to this next edition of the Clan Quest mod Let's Play video series. We just blew up the Sabbat warehouse for LaCroix and Bertram, so now we're going to move on to the next chapter of the game, which is downtown LA.
Where to?
And just drive. Here's the map. And I think this episode is going to be mostly cutscenes, so I can just shut up and let the video play for a change. This is where we meet Nines Rodriguez. This part always bugged me because you can't really knock vampires unconscious. So why the hell do I get hit in the head with a bat and then I get knocked out? It's silly.
Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Yeah, I did.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth.
I want its teeth.
Camera the fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows.
Fourth wall breaking and Gallagher reference. So he gets shot in the head and he's just like injured. I get hit in the head with a bat. I get knocked out. Nonsense.
Leave.
There's three of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. Three of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
Boop, boop.
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat who lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work.
Another one of my little
You
phrases that have sunk into my subconscious.
Name's nice.
So, note here. When I first started developing the mod, I seemed to try to accommodate every request someone made of me. So this one person came on the forum and was like, oh, you need to get rid of, was it Blood Heal? Makes the game too easy. And I was like, oh, definitely, I need to do that, but I don't, some people probably still want it. And I even realized that it's actually something that the unofficial patch adds to the game. Like, it's not in the standard game. But what I did is I changed this conversation so you can actually get a better version of Blood Heal from Nines. You start off with a nerfed version of Blood Heal. But it's kind of a silly change. The dialogue didn't really work, so I took that out because it was stupid. Anyway. Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I'll remember that.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
A mean existence. That's just life. Okay, so you can go to LaCroix straight away, or you can do some other things downtown. And we are going to do that. This is like side quest capital of the game right here. So first thing, we need to go to the Tremere Chantry. Chantry? I don't know how you say that. And talk to the Regent, Max. And there's a little riddle, you know, we saw it at the beginning of the game. It's trying to give you a clue to find this place, and it's this light up here that they're trying to tell you to look for. So let's go in. And so this is kind of important. A lot of people forget this. But in this game, for the Clan Quest Mod Edition, you have to basically swear yourself to the Tremere to get the Tremere quest. And part of that is taking the side quest that the Regent's about to give us and making sure that you do it on his behalf instead of on behalf of the Anarchs. So we have to be sure to say the right things to this guy is essentially our boss.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm assuming you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What is this place?
Ah, yes, forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan.
You're of the Tremere clan.
Yes. This new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
What did you mean, embraced within the pyramid?
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the Chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid.
Pyramid scheme. I see. Can I get inside the pyramid? Be an apprentice. That's what we want.
Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later.
I see. Tell me what a chantry is.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. And you're a regent. What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
So the player responses to Max in this conversation I always thought were really odd. Like it's like some half-assed first draft that somebody never went back and fixed or something. I mean, usually the player responses aren't that colorful, but they're especially lazy here. I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Uh-oh. Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local Anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions
That's racist.
often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Let's see. Okay, so again, this is the quest you have to do for Max. Maybe I could look into the epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Let's see. Before I go, tell me a little about the Camarilla.
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Let's see. I see. Can I ask you a few more questions about the Camarilla?
Surely. What else would you like
So you can
to
get him to give up the ghost about his opinion on LaCroix, I think. Let's see. What do you think of Prince LaCroix?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be. But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's all right. You can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian Lacroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Really? Perhaps you think you can do a better job?
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order.
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can.
Max is a
see
cool
already.
character. I need to go. See ya, Max. So, there's one other thing here we can look at right now, and something that I actually added. It's a little Easter egg. If you go the wrong way in the Chantry, by the way, it just teleports you around. It's a trick. But I added this computer with some emails that give you some insight into the region. And the password is a reference to the source books, the canon characters. There's Mirlinda. She's some important figurehead in the Tremere. I don't really know much more than that. Number 1, dinner for 2 from Vivi at Vesuvius. Hello, Maxie. Vivi here. Just wondering if you'd ever change your mind on meeting for a meal. Something intimate, I think. I just got a new girl. Pretty young thing. Just the way you like. And she has hair as red as that gaudy jacket you insist on wearing. Oh, I dream of the day you let me find some new threads to suit your pearly gray body. Let me know when you change your mind, tall, dark, and mysterious. Vivi XOXO. So, there's in the Nosferatu quest, you can hack Vivi's computer and you can actually see his response to her. But I just thought I would expound upon their little exchange in the beginning and opening sequence where she blows him a kiss and he's just like, whatever. Let's see. World of Thaumaturgy. Lyle at Regent Chantries. This is actually a shout out to one of my friends, Emmanuel. And she runs a VtM blog called The Secrets of the Masquerade, and she's involved with this character, Lyle, who is a regent in France, or Germany. In any case, here's the email. Guten Abend, Max. I sent over your account info concerning that little online experiment I would like to try out with you and a few others. Modern times ask for modern matterns. It's time to find other sources of influence and power. And if I'm right, this source of Viz, consider this game as a test, a modern Sertiman. Oh, I recommend the Undead race and the Warlock class, Lyle Kirsten, High Regent, etc. P.S. Before I forget, whatever happened to your gargoyle? So, basically, this guy has a weird sense of humor, and he's like trying to get Max to play World of Warcraft with him. Artifact in Los Angeles. Etrius at Vienna.Chantry. This is another reference to a canon character. Etrius is like the head honcho of the Tremere. Regent Strauss, I apologize for my tardy reply. Your petition for counsel did not go unheeded, but rather required careful scrutiny to understand the scope of the Angel City's situation. Truly, much is at stake for both the Camarilla and the clan, but little is clear. I strongly suspect the Anarch movement in your city, particularly the one named Jack, has a strong hand to play. Tread carefully, the ante is high. Etrius, Inner Circle, Clan Tremere. Of course, that's a little foreshadowing to the end of the game, too. And we can get this book, and it tells us about monsters that the Tremere create, most notably gargoyles, which becomes relevant later in the game. Anyways, let's continue. So we'll go talk to the Anarchs. They have a shitload of quests for us. That's always good. And there's a quest here you can get that's part of Clan Quest mod, but I'm pretty sure my humanity needs to be lower for me to actually be able to do it. So we'll come back to that dude later. But the CDC does go away if you wait too long. If you solve the Plague Bearer quest, they go home. One other thing I have to point out. Since I've started working on the next edition of the mod, I've been building maps. And you do not appreciate the lack of detail or the level of detail, whatever the case may be, that goes into creating a map. Like, for instance, look at this bus stop. I never thought about this until I needed to put bus stops in a map myself. Like, this is on the right side of the road, which means the bus is coming this way. So what the fuck? Is the bus coming out of the parking garage to pick people up? Or is it coming this way and it's like monster trucking off the freeway and down this road to pick up these pets? Obviously, we're in a closed world. I have to respect and understand that, but it's just so... You don't think about that kind of thing. It's silly. It's very silly. So let's meet the Anarchs, starting with... Skelter!
It ain't the talk of the town. Poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today, boy?
Let's see. Go get 9s before I send you on an errand to find your injured pride.
9 is expected. Have some manners and don't will out your weapon. After the prince, I'll be the one showing your majesty.
Yeah, alright. You got a few minutes to talk?
What's up?
Let's just cut to the chase. You can ask him about Cain and vampire mythology, but he has a quest to give. I'm looking for work.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. Real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creepy disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name's She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It's
I hate
all
people
fun
like
and
that.
games until the vampire sugar daddy start calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and she ain't so fun.
Why don't you just tell her that he doesn't want to see her anymore?
Man, she's been told he was dead. Don't listen. His ass will get louder. She'll make a scene and us all some real heat.
Sounds like you guys have a problem.
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't black is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret here.
I'll do it to uphold the masquerade.
Alright? Have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
I'll find her and take care of it. See ya. Let's see this. Damsel. She gives us the Plague Bearer quest, so let's talk to her.
Sabbat chased you in here, Canny?
A lot of people find Damsel annoying. I think she's great. What are you talking about? It's because she's got a bad attitude.
You think LaCroix would stop counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
Also, fun fact, she's the voice of Jack in Mass Effect 3. Or Mass Effect 2, as the case may be. What do you mean, again?
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand boy out of it.
New errand boy. What the fuck's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? Alright, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
I like to play for the winning team.
Winning? More like festering. What the hell do you know anyway? Just woke up dead and think you always know the score? Please.
Let's see. Care to enlighten me?
Let me put it in perspective for you. The Camarilla claims every kindred part of the organization regardless. You do something they don't like, well, you're Camarilla, so you get punished under their laws. Like it or not.
Enlightening.
I'm Damsel, dead mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix ruled it.
Let's see. Pissed, you don't say. Drink some bad blood or something?
don't even joke about bad blood at a time like this. Don't you know we've got a plague bearer around here?
I upset you. How unusual. What's a plague bearer?
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Let's see. I'll do it, but only because I'm bored.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Stalin Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
Ghouls. Why is it always ghouls? Fine, I'll check it out when I can.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless cop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
I'll ask around right now. Bye, damsel. Alright, so we have to talk to Nines to actually advance the main quest, so let's do that.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Go on. So if you're, like, nice to him, he'll train your unarmed combat, so...
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind.
Exposition.
They use their power,
Exposition.
they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to a twist. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Let's see. Isn't the prince the leader of the Camarilla?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just a guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
Aren't you part of the Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is, of course, the biggest little horseshit a man ever heard.
So what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here.
This guy's probably a
Same
Trump
thing as
voter.
what it used to be about. That's what LA has been. An Anarch free state.
Let's see. So the Camarilla is new to LA.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the Anarchs, did not let their politics happen. Now LaCroix who pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Sounds like you're Prince of the Anarchs.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. We're risking a beat down. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bid or switched sides. The most veteran soldier in the battle.
Let's see. Not a fan of the Prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Let's see. Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got that meeting right here.
One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always.
Yada, yada, yada.
And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me how to fight, Nines? Please.
After picking your ass up off the pavement back there, yeah, I can tell you don't even know the basics. Hold your hands up like this. And keep your body at an angle. Makes you harder to hit. Keep your thumbs out of your fists and put your weight into your punches.
Let's see. Thanks for all your help, Nines.
LA is the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Okay. Alright, so this episode's getting kind of long, so we'll call it a night. And as always, thanks for watching.